And I live the abundant life. You know, I'll never forget this. I love to tell this story. I was in the church of the First Baptist Church of Wagener, South Carolina. You've probably been there. And it was a Sunday morning, and I was about to sing a concert, sitting on the front row, the prelude's playing, the opening prayer, all the things. And so I just happened to open up the bulletin, and I'm just kind of looking through, and the gentleman behind me says to the girl beside him, I heard him whisper, he goes, "Who is that?" Talking about me. And she goes, "That's our speaker singer for today." And I remember thinking, I just want to turn and go, "I can hear you. I am right here."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, that's that girl whose sister was murdered."
Oh.
And I remember thinking, that is not all I am.
Yeah.
That is not all there is to this story. And so that's where this book came from, to say, God is still writing my story. And that's a chapter, and that's a big chapter. And it was a defining moment in my life. Absolutely. And that is the story that most people remember me as. I was at a book signing last Thursday night with Sammy, and the girl in the booth beside me, we were just talking, and she said, "What is your name?" And I said, "I'm Dawn Smith Jordan." She goes, "Why do I know you?" And for some reason, I usually will just say, I get that a lot. I know I look familiar, you know, and for some reason I said, "Do you watch a lot of crime documentaries and listen to podcasts?" She goes, "I do. Why?" And I said, "Well, my story has been a part of a lot of those." She goes, "Oh my gosh, what was your sister's name?" And she immediately knew me as that. And it was the craziest thing, because the man that killed my sister was house sitting for a family who was in Alabama visiting their son. She is from Alabama and was the nurse to that man.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I was just like, what is the chance I'm at this book signing with my dog, and that girl, and she was like, what? And it was just another divine appointment where I met her.
Right.
But you know, the thing is, that's what people recognize me from. Oh, I have heard this all my life. You're Sherry Smith's sister, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the grocery store, wherever I am, it is everywhere I go, literally. And so I am grateful that that's a part of the story, but I want people to know that's not the end. And, you know, one of my pastors, I loved a saying he used to say, he said, "If you ain't dead, God ain't done." And I ain't dead. I'm still kicking. And there's still so much more to tell and to write and to share, and journeys of even recent that I share in my concert about being a mom, about being a woman that is now, you know, in her 60s. How did that happen? But, you know, but I'm so grateful that the Lord continues to write chapters of our lives. And until he brings us home, our stories are still evolving and being finished for his glory. And he's not done.